Cyerbrainer is an online training platform designed to help individuals and teams learn the latest technologies and become certified professionals, producing a comprehensive learning experience.
Now I click on Secureable Actions over here. This is also a report. Cessation. Grade pay range for compensation for managers. Okay. This seems to be more relevant. Because since I have not touched on reporting so far, I don't want to go into the reporting security privileges. That's why I am just going into the task level once. Let me see if I have some specific task for which I can show for you. Okay. Alright. See, this is nothing. But this particular domain is the domain worker data compensation for managers. And we have specific tasks which can actually be driven based on my view and modify accesses. So I told you that your domain is going to contain data and certain tasks, which are driven otherwise from a business process. From a business process standpoint, I can have the business process event controlled. But apart from that, I also have certain tasks over here which is driven by my domain action policies, or domain actionables that we call it over here. Oh, my God. This is also a booklet. Give me a minute again. Just going across to the relevant one, which is going to be precise for you to view. This should be a lot better. The rewards and everything. Just give me 1 second. Several other things. Yeah. Alright. So, if you see over here, apart from my business processes, we have certain things called as tasks, and certain tasks are going to be directly driven from my business process policy. Sorry, domain security policy, not the business process policy. Now see here. Not all of these that you see over here in this particular menu for relevant actions are driven by business processes. Right. Because certain things are driven by tasks as well. Certain things are driven by tasks as well, because I may not need a business process. Why I'm having a business process is because when I want to go for some approval routing, or I want to create a customized business process for them. And also, I have certain tasks which can be directly performed by a manager. And also I could have certain tasks and report. For example, I go to organization and I go to view roles for this particular organization, for Carol Lee. Which means in the supervisory organization we saw all the roles which are at a super level. And I was able to filter down based on individual workers who are assigned a specific role. And now this is a reverse of that, which is role assignment for worker position. So if I just click on this, this is going to give me all the roles that Carol Lee is assigned in a specific supervisory organization. And where this menu or this particular task, we call these as tasks, and where this task is being secured is from a domain level. Is from a domain level. So here, I have one task over here, which is called as map retirement savings plan to a compensation basis, and this is again a task. And if I want somebody to be doing this particular task, then I need the modify privileges. A person with modify permission will be able to do this particular task. And this is not a business process. This is just a simple task which happens. Hope it's not confusing with your business process event. Business process event is different. Your task is going to be different. Alright. So we saw about assigning a role. Assign role to a user is a task in itself. It does not have any background business process. Say, for example, I go to Carol Lee's profile and I see over here. Say, I see assigned roles. Let me go to security profile. And I want to say assign user-based groups. This assign user-based groups for person. Ignore that. It's a task by itself. And that task is secured to a domain, possibly a security domain. And this is how it is going to be coming. And a person who has a view or a modify based on what it's going to be there for that particular task will be able to perform that particular task. For example, in this worker data total compensation domain. If a person has a modify access, which is people operation A, B, C. Okay, let's not take that as inactive. Let's say people operation admin. People operation admin security group. So whoever is tagged to people operation admin security group will be able to do map retirement savings plan to compensation basis task. Whereas a person who is probably over here a compensation partner. Obviously, the compensation partner does not have a modify access, and he only has a view access. And hence they will not be able to do map retirement savings plan to compensation basis task. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Any questions? More data task. Everything is driven from here only. From a domain, you are going to drive both. A task is you can assume that it's a standalone activity that I'm going to be doing. It's just a standalone one. Whereas in a business process, I'm going to be doing it in a more holistic manner, with approvals and routings and all the successor ask and everything. It's more holistic in nature. Clear. Any questions here so far on domain security policies? What exactly we've seen so far? Domain security policies, functional areas, domains, subdomains, and everything. Any questions from the team? So you can edit anything. You can edit domains, subdomains, and everything. You can edit anything. It is just that the subdomains are going to inherit the security policies from the parent policy. That's it. They are going to be inheriting, obviously, because it needs to inherit the permissions. That's all it is. Because, for example, in Carol, where did I keep it? Say, in Carol Lee's profile, I may have the compensation information, and unless I have the date, all I have the permission to view the compensation information. I cannot view the information relevant to stock portfolios. I cannot view the pay change information or the reimbursement elevators details. I cannot view any of this information unless I have access to the parent domain. Oh, why am I not able to view any of these?
Please do like, share and subscribe to our channel.